Hello, I'm Bill. Sorry, I just got my glasses there. I'm Bill. Sorry for the disturbance. You know, I have your problems lately. My fucking dad's kidney's failing first. Quite a big head. I'm the devil in a way, yeah. And what I was thinking, right, do you mind if I roll a joint? Because actually, to be honest with you, to be honest with you, I was going on one of these webcam chat rooms, right, the other day, right. I went in one of these. Don't mind if I roll a joint on video, do you? Is it okay if I just roll a joint? Is that illegal yet? Well, but anyway, no, I went on one of these webcam chat rooms, right, to sort of make a few contacts, say hello to a few people, you know. And I said, "Oh, Bill, I'm sorry, man, but you know, you're not allowed to roll a joint. You're not allowed to roll a joint live on telly or something." So on a webcam, on a webcam site, not television, just a webcam site, said, you know, you're not allowed to roll a joint while you're in our chat room, sort of thing. So I really couldn't have a conversation with anybody, which is what I was sort of like trying to do, you know, like have a two-way conversation. It'd be nice to have a chat with someone, you know, kind of thing. So I went on one of these webcam chat rooms, you know, and I said, you know, "Hi, I'm Bill. I'm a bit dumb, you know, I'm the devil," kind of thing. Everyone went away. No, but anyway, now they said, you know, sort of like, "Oh, Bill, you're not allowed to sort of like roll a joint on television." What the hell do you think you got you here? You think I flew here? In a sense, I suppose I did. Marijuana is the actual sort of like quite nice stuff. You ever tried marijuana before? I suppose you have. No. Well, you're never going to look at this website anyway, are you? No, never mind. It doesn't really matter, does it? So, anyway, yeah, what have you been up to all these years? Did you have a good life when you died, huh? I said, did you have a good life when you died? Really? Huh? Did you? I said, did you have a good life when you died? You know, like, I mean, enough to base a movie on, like, you know, maybe a VHS movie on, which lasted for a hell of a long time. Until 30 years until you destroyed it, you know. Have you ever wondered why they destroyed... I know I'm talking about VHS and you don't like that, do you? You ever wondered why they destroyed the VHS? Because it was the fucking truth, you little wanker. You know why they destroyed the VHS? Because we spent 40 years or 30 years or whatever making VHS films, you know. I'm the dead guy. What do you mean there's no coming back? Anyway, yeah. So anyway, you know, we spent a lot of fucking years making VHS movies, and then they destroyed the VHS, and they replaced it with computerized televisions. Why do you think they destroyed the VHS? Why do you think they destroyed the analog television? Have you any idea why they destroyed the analog television? Was it just a little bit too clear? This high resolution crap and all that sort of thing. I said one day I'm going to come back. I didn't tell you what kind of mood I was going to come back in, did I, you little fucker? I said one day I'm going to come back. I didn't tell you what kind of fucking mood I was going to come back in. Anyway, yeah. So anyway, yeah, they've destroyed the VHS now, ain't they? You know what I mean? And they've destroyed the like analog television. I'm sort of, you know, just kind of thinking to myself, you know, we just spent 100 years making films in Hollywood, right? Literally, for the first time in history, right, ever. That was for the first time ever in history of the human race. In the history of the entire human race. In the 20th century, we had the technology to record films, right? Yeah? We had that technology, didn't we? In the 20th century. For the first time ever in the history of the human race, we had the technology to record films, to actually make films, you know. And then 100 years later, what happens? Well, they throw away the analog TV, which is only 50 fucking years old. Like, well, no, it was the Queen's coronation, wasn't it? It was the Queen's coronation, 52, 59 years old. The television is about 59 years old, like, in public, people, you know, in people, you know. The television is basically about 59 years old, you know, because it was like the Queen's coronation, wasn't it? It was Queen Elizabeth's coronation, wasn't it? That was the first television kind of programs, stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, that was like 58 years. Hang on, 52. 1 and 1 is 2. 2 and 2 are 4. 4 and 4 are 8. 8 and 8 are 16. 16 and 16. That's about as far as I've got. Anyway. Into measuring the marigold. Watch the fucking Muppets show. Tell you what, you got YouTube. I don't know if you can get this on YouTube, but I got it on analog video. You see, I'm a video collector. I'm a filmmaker. I tell you, I actually make really video films. I spent about 12 years. Right, I spent about 12. I'll take this mask off then. Thanks. Anyway, yeah, like, groovy. How do you do? I'm Bill. Don't know who the fuck you are. And to be honest with you, I don't really give a fuck who you are. Isn't that nice? I said, I don't know who you are. To be absolutely honest, I really don't give a fuck who you are. Okay? Now look, seriously, like, my dad, right? My dad has had it really fucking rough this year, man. He had an aneurysm, right? My fuck, you know, blocked blood vessel or something like that, right? And my dad had this aneurysm, right? So anyway, he had this operation, right? He had this operation to heal his aneurysm in his arteries was clogged or something. So they did this operation, right? And they cleared the aneurysm, so they got his blood flowing right to the heart and all that. But now, because they had to clamp the kidneys, right? This is a true story, actually. They had to clamp my dad's kidneys, right? When they were doing the operation, because it, you know, like, it took about 12 hours or something to do the operation, right? He's still alive, you know. Anyway, I was down at the hospital and all that. But anyway, yeah, and because they clamped the kidneys, apparently, now the kidneys won't work. Apparently, my dad's kidneys are still healthy, but the problem is the blood isn't pumping to the kidneys, right? Have you ever heard of a man called Bones? Right? Where are you going to find the forest? Sorry, wait. Where would you look for a rodentbrew bush? Probably in the forest. In the forest. So where would you look for a rodentbrew bush? Probably in the forest. You've heard of deforested Kelly? You've heard of a man called Bones? Dr. McCoy. Right, I've got an idea, right? Now the problem is that the blood is not flowing to my dad's kidneys, right? No, I'm quite serious. The problem is that my dad's got a problem, like his kidneys aren't working, right? This is not a joke. This is no fucking joke. Said I'm the devil. Yes, the fucking devil. Anyway, the problem is that the blood is not actually flowing to the kidneys like it should, right? And apparently the kidneys are still alive. You know, the kidneys ain't dead yet. It's just that the blood isn't flowing to the kidneys because they had to clamp the arteries when my dad had his operation. Now, have you ever heard of a thing called silicon? Do you know anything about silicon? Do you know anything about silicon? What about a silicon tube? If the artery is not flowing to the kidney, right, if the artery is damaged or whatever, and the artery does not flow to the kidney, would it make sense to replace the artery with a silicon tube so the blood flows from the heart to the kidney? Apparently, like, it's like my dad's got to have dialysis every other day for the rest of his fucking life, you little shit. So my daddy's got to have fucking kidney dialysis every other fucking day for the rest of his fucking life, you little crap fucking shit. Right? Okay, listen. If the artery is not flowing from the heart to the kidney, but the kidney is still alive at the moment, right? But not for long probably if it don't work, right? Okay? Okay. So what we've got to do is find some way of pumping the blood from the heart to the kidney. I thought a silicone tube. There must be some kind of microsurgery you can do to replace an artery. I mean, it's the 21st century, you little shit. It's the fucking 21st century. Shouldn't you be able to replace a bloody artery by now? What are you, in first class medical school? Welcome to the academy. What are you, a first class student in medical school? God damn it, Jim, I'm a postman, not a bloody engineer. I said, can't you fucking replace the artery with a plastic tube, you know, like a silicone tube, to replace an artery by now, so that the heart pumps to the kidney? Because my dad's got to have kidney dialysis. It must be like feeling like a bloody robot. Well, you know, a car. My dad must feel like a car at a petrol garage every other day now, I reckon. Because my dad's got to have kidney dialysis now, every other day sort of thing, for the rest of his fucking life. It must be like being a motor car, having to pull up for petrol for 5 fucking hours. Can you imagine driving a car into a garage and having to spend 5 hours filling up with petrol, kind of thing? Oh, by the way, I was kind of like watching YouTube the other day. Have you seen The Burning Buddhist yet? Scary shit, man. That happened about 40 years ago, actually. I've heard of The Burning Buddhist. And this guy, right, literally, right, there's these Buddhist monks, right. I was going to become a Buddhist, but I think I've changed my mind. But there's these Buddhist monks, and there's this one Buddha, right. He was sitting in the centre of the fucking town square, right, and this guy, he poured petrol over him, right. This Buddhist monk, he was sitting in the fucking town square, right. I think Ricky Chavez did something about this as well. He's a very good stand-up, by the way. Ricky Chavez is excellent. He's a fantastic stand-up. Actually, yeah, I think Ricky Chavez covered this topic as well, so I don't want to tread on your feet, mate. Says Ricky Chavez, respect, man, I don't want to tread on your toes. Actually, he did point me in the right direction for this one. But anyway, yeah, thanks, Rick. But don't do that, comic relief. It makes me want to kill you. Anyway, yes, but there was this Buddhist monk, right, and he was sitting in the centre of the town square, like, and this other Buddhist monk was pouring petrol on top of this other Buddhist monk, right. He was pouring petrol on him, right. And everyone else, even the police, were like standing around watching, right. They were just standing around watching this guy. And this Buddhist monk, he took out his lighter, right. He took out his lighter like that. And he lit his lighter and it went, BAM! Hi, how are you today? You know, I thought, what a fucking stupid fucking cunt. I just thought, what a fucking stupid cunt. John Lennon could stay in bed with Yoko Ono for a week and get the same result. So this Buddhist monk, he sort of like poured petrol in himself, right, and then he set fire to it. I thought to myself, well, fuck it. John Lennon could just stay in bed with Yoko Ono for a week and get the same result. Oh, mind you. That's just a joke. I love that. Well, imagine there's no. I could no, but anyway, yeah. How are you anyway? Are you having a good life? Do you have a good life when you die? I'm having fun. I'm just making these stupid fucking movies on this YouTube shit for now. You know, I thought, well, I'll do something different. Anyway, the Pope dies and goes to hell. Only to find the devil waiting for him. He walks up to the devil and he says, "Here, Lucifer, I spent 70 fucking years praying to Jesus. Why didn't I go to heaven?" And the devil just laughs and says, "Well, where the fuck do you think you've been all your life?"